with the username in Phytoscience, Madam Eltoda. Eltoda, actually, we do call her Mommy Eltoda. Please welcome with all the emojis in your reaction button to the podium this evening, and sit up and sit tight. Mama Eltoda, you are
Yeah,
welcome.
good evening, ma'am.
The podium is yours.
Good evening. Yeah, thank you so very much.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from whatever part of the globe you are joined in. We want to thank God for a beautiful day. For those of us that are in Lagos, I don't know, but I know that in my own area, we had some showers this morning. So we want to thank God for the weather. I want to believe the weather on your end has been favorable too. And I want to thank the management of Phytoscience once again for the opportunity to present this health talk tonight once again. I do not take it for granted at all. And I want to thank everyone who has made out time to be here. I believe by the time we are done with tonight's presentation, like we used to say back then, we would have been able to convince you and not to confuse you. So tonight we want to talk about our health, like our host told us, health is wealth. We cannot overemphasize the importance of health in our daily life. You may have all the money, but sadly, if you don't have the good health, of what use is your money? And it is our prayers that we will not make money and spend it on getting wealth. So we want us all tonight to know that it is possible, and as we go on, we'll see some facts. So tonight we want to showcase the stem cell therapy. And when we say something is a therapy, it must have gone through a process. So, and what we want to show you is something that have been researched for over 40 years. Scientists have been looking at a way in which man can live optimally for the rest of their days or for as long as possible. And we want to thank God even for the discovery of these phytoscience stem cells, the crystal cell, the double stem cell, the snowfield forms. So tonight, we're showcasing some of these things to us. I want you to relax. You may do well to get your pen and paper and put down some information. So my hosts, am I permitted to share my screen?
Definitely. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So I'd like to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Can see
Okay,
it.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. So tonight, we want to offer you the amazing opportunity of living a healthier and a wealthier life. We want you to enjoy your money, the money every day you labor to make. We want you to have the good health to enjoy your money. So what we are showcasing is a therapy that can give you a healthy life. And here in before us is the company and the edifice of the company. And it is situated in Bandar Baru Bangi in Malaysia. So this is the office complex of Phytoscience in Malaysia. We make bold to say that Phytoscience is not a portfolio company. You go to Malaysia, you'll be able to see this edifice. Also before us, we have the people at the helm of affairs. To my far left is the late founder, Mr. Light Peng, and then we have his wife, beautiful Elantan. We call her Mama Phyto. And then we have the CEO, Willie To. So these are the people at the helm of affairs in phytoscience. And of course, we have somebody behind the products. Phytoscience does not make the products. Phytoscience is a marketing company. But we have this knowledgeable and world-renowned scientist that is known as Dr. Fred Zulli. He's of the Mibel Biochemistry in Switzerland. And this company was established over 20 years ago, and they have in their management about 86,000 employees. Phytoscience has been able to garner some accolades or some awards. First, we have the Asia 2013, where they were recognized as the largest user of stem cells, same as in 2014, and they were recognized, Phytoscience, as the world largest user of stem cells in the years 2017. Also, we have an award from Paris, France, the Majestic Five Continents Award for Quality and Excellence. We also have an award from Geneva, Switzerland, which is for Quality Era Award in the Gold category. This was in the year 2016. Phytoscience is situated or is present in over 50 countries. We have before us 41 countries, but we are in more than 41 countries as at today. And the flags of the countries we see before us are countries where Phytoscience have their offices. In Nigeria, we have like 3 offices. We have the main office at Okpebi in Lagos. We have one in Port Harcourt, and we have another. So we are at the juncture of what we are here to do tonight. So we'll see that diseases will rise over the years. And this is due to the fact that there are pollution here and there. We all know what pollution is. The rickety cars, people smoking beside you. We also have diseases as a result of the sedentary lifestyle that people live. Many people are just complacent, not much movement, no exercises. The sedentary lifestyle is not beneficial to anybody because our bodies are designed to move. Then we also have genetically modified foods. These are the days of fast foods. Everything is just fast. People want to get things done in a record time. Some don't even cook anymore. Once they just buy off the shelf, they put in the microwave to warm, and that is it. People buy things just by the roadside and so on. So some of these food are also not too good to our bodies. Then we also have exposure to radiation. The gadgets we look into, some of the masks in our neighborhoods and so on. Then we want to look at how we can stay healthy and youthful. One we see that is by going back to nature using stem cells. And we are told that we are not made of drugs, we are made of cells. So when we talk about stem cells, we have different types of stem cells. But tonight we'll be looking at the totipotent stem cell. And that is the cell that has the greatest number of differentiation. It has the potential to differentiate into any tissue or into any organ. And that is why it is able to treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. Also, we want to talk about what so stem cells, we are from the union of the man and the woman, we have what we call the zygote. The zygote is a mother cell, and we know that mothers give birth. So the mother cell gave the stem cells that are called the mother cells, gave birth to every tissue, every organ in our body. And that is why, like I said earlier, that they are able to transform into any tissue or organ in our body. And that is why they can treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. So what these stem cells do, especially the one we are talking about, they help your body to stimulate and to regenerate. You use your own body stimulates your healing. That's what we are talking about, not the drugs. You know, we said we are not made of drugs, but we are made of cells. So we need to go back to nature. We need to go back to stem cells to help us and to help our bodies to heal very well. So we see that in total, the human body is composed of an estimated 30 trillion cells. And that is why stem cells are extremely important to human development. So stem cells are found in animals, they are found in plants, but we are looking at the plant stem cell. Stem cells can develop into any tissue, in the organ, into the stem cells, they go into the body and they look for that part of the body where they need to initiate the healing. So they are able to transform into any organ. Stem cells can transform into the bone. It can transform into the organ, into the lungs. It can transform to the brain. You know, when stem cells get into the brain, they initiate the healing that is necessary. Stem cells also work on the kidney. Stem cell can transform into the sperm. It can boost your sperm. It can help you to boost your sperm count. It can help even the eggs in the woman to all be boosted. So what are facts about stem? We'll see that everybody has stem cells. Everybody uses stem cells every day. As a matter of fact, the scientists told us that as we age, our stem cells diminish. And that is why you see that what you can do or what you may not be able to do as an adult, a child may be able to do it. And that is because the stem cells in the child are still very potent and they are still in very large supply. But as we age, we see that our stem cells begin to diminish. The performance of our stem cells diminish. By the time you are still below the age of 25, you still have about 98% of your cell performance. But by the time you are getting to like 45 or between the bracket of 45 to 55 years, you see that this performance of your stem cells may have diminished to about 48%. And by the time you are over 55%, excuse me, by the time you are over 55 years of age, you see that the cell performance will have dropped to like 25%. And that is why advocate or we relate some diseases to the aged people, because at that age, their stem cells are greatly depleted. So what do we need to do? We need to deliberately nourish our stem cells. We need to regenerate. Stem cells help you to regenerate all your tissues and organs. And as a matter of fact, we have different types of Medicare. Let me put it like that. We see that we have the drugs, we have surgery, but in this case, we are talking about the stem cell therapy. And that is what medical, the Medicare is going towards now. So what are some of the potential uses of stem cells? Stem cells can be used in the treatment of stroke. It can be used in the treatment of traumatic brain injury. Even for people with autism, there's no anything that's, developed after birth, any disease or any condition, any adverse condition that developed after birth can be corrected using the stem cell therapy. So what is that disease? What is that condition you have that the medicals have told you, the doctors, the scientists have told you has no cure? We are glad to let you know that by going on this therapy and going, through the length, because this therapy, we are told that you must stay on it for like 6 months. And there's a reason for that. We said it is a therapy. A therapy goes through a process. So this is not just like, the drugs you take and give instant relief, but is not taking care of the underlying root cause. So we said, why do we need to be on this therapy for this length of time? We'll see that in the first 4 to 6 weeks, you see that the inflammation, the therapy helps the inflammation to be reduced. And it helps your body to get, the nutrients that you need into the body. It also helps to increase your metabolic performance. So in the next 6 months, you see that your body is performing above 70%. And it also helps you to stimulate your human stem cell. And in the next 6 months, in the last 6 months, you see that some age-related diseases will be prevented. They will be taken care of. So that is why you need to be on this therapy for at least about 6 months, 3 to 6 months, depending on your body metabolism. So that is why we would not advocate or encourage you to ask to be given a pack, to be sold a pack. So take your time to go through the length of the therapy. So like we said, stem cells can be used to treat stroke, baldness, blindness, deafness, muscular dystrophy, diabetes, multiple site cancers. We have recorded so many testimonies. I sitting before you, I'm also a testimony of these products. So stem cells can be used for wound healing, for bone marrow transplantation, and so many others, spinal cord injury. So we come to the revolutionary plant-based stem cell, the Eutylia spartluba. And before us is this apple. Some might be thinking, is this not an apple I consume every day? This is a special apple. And like we are told, is an 18th century apple that has some potentials, which we will see. So this apple, we were told that as long as it is still on the tree and a bird perches on it or eats from it, The apple, the stem cell of this apple, has the potential to repair itself. So by the time you go back a few days after, you will see that the portion that the bird ate from has regrown back. So it will have regenerated itself. Also, the apple, this apple we're talking about, the Eutylas patuluba, also has the ability to repair itself. It protects itself. We are told that if the apple is harvested, once it is harvested and you put it down, it stays a number of months before it begins to wither. So it is able to protect itself. Also, this apple, when you cut into it, as we see on the screen, we know that the normal apple, by the time you open it up, in a few minutes or in a few seconds, it would have changed color. This apple does not change color. So when the scientists looked into it, that was what made them to look into the potential of this apple. And they discovered that the stem cell of this apple can protect healthy cells. And as we know, there's some diseases that we call the autoimmune disease, in which the unhealthy cells are fighting the healthy cell. So we'll see that when you use this stem cell of this apple, it will help the body to protect the healthy cells against damage from the unhealthy cells. Then when you take also the 0.1% concentration of this apple, it will help to repair damaged cells, maybe as a result of an accident or maybe a condition like stroke or whatever, in which some of your tissues or organs, as it may be, are destroyed or damaged. You'll see that this concentration is able to repair damaged cells, and it's also able to regenerate the total body. By the time you go on this therapy, you find out that everything about you just, begins to look new. People will begin to ask you, what are you taking? You are looking radiant. I once had somebody who was on this therapy who said almost everybody could notice a glow in her face. Even her daughter was able to say that mommy is like, you are glowing. There's that inner radiation that comes from within. So you see that your skin is regenerated, your organs, your tissues are all regenerated for good. Then we have a right partnership. Like I said, Phytoscience does not produce these products we are showcasing. So we'll see that before the founder passed, he went into a partnership with Mibel Biochemistry. And the partnership is that everything, about this apple that the company produces, Phytoscience will be has the sole right of marketing the products. So this was where the partnership was signed. Then we have before us some of our products, and make bold to say that we have more, because Phytoscience keeps rolling out that are beneficial to our health. So these are some of the array of our products, and we'll be looking at some of them one after the other. So we have the double stem cell and the crystal cell. These are made from the Eutylas patuluba that we talked about. So what does the crystal cell and the double stem cell, what advantage or what benefits do they have? We'll see that one, they help to protect the longevity of our skin stem cells, so that the skin is able to retain the glow, is able to stay firm for a long while. It also helps us to fight chronological aging. As a matter of fact, by the time you go on this therapy, people will begin to, ask you, are you really sure you are what you say your age is? So this helps us to reverse our chronological age. It also helps us to improve our cellular health and energy boosts. It helps for better blood circulation. It helps to improve our mental function and boost the brain health. It also neutralizes free radicals from the body. It boosts the immune system. It aids in reducing the belly fat. It promotes healthy urinary tract health. It preserves vision, and it aids in constipation and digestion. So how do we consume the double stem cell and the crystal cell? We see that it comes in sachets. In a pack, we have about 14 sachets. So you take 1 or 2 sachets, depending on how many you want to use at a time. You tear it open and you pour the contents under your tongue, as we see in the picture. There is a sublingual duct under the tongue, and this helps the product to go straight to the brain, from where it begins to distribute and go to every part of the body where help is needed. So you don't chew it and you don't inhale it. And it is best consumed on an empty stomach. So once you pour it under your tongue, you lap your tongue on the powder and you let it dissolve. It dissolves naturally by itself. By like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, it will have dissolved. So after it has dissolved, you take about 50 cl of water and you drink. And then you make sure your body is well hydrated during the day. Then we have the snowfield fort. This is another wonderful product that helps to boost the immunity. It helps to balance our body acid alkaline count, because we know that hyperacidity weakens our body system. When the body is more acidic, then we'll see that diseases thrive, more in such a state. So this is the best aid in gastrointestinal problem and the red blood cell. So this is a product that people that are battling sickle cell should not joke about. So it helps to rebuild the hemoglobin and the red blood cells. And like I said, we have so many testimonies of people with the sickle cell anemia that have gone on this therapy. Some today many of them are free today. Some have had their whatever changed to AA, some to AS, and some that remain SS are devoid of the crisis. So this also helps to fight all forms of infection, and it helps to manage our blood count. So how do we consume it? We'll see that also in this pack, there are like 15 sachets there. So you take 1 sachet, open it and pour in a glass of about 50 cl of water. You mix very well and you consume. If you like, you can consume all at once or sip it slowly over a period, but it's best to consume everything within the day, not to keep any over. So we'll see that this also is good for people with diabetes. Like we said, it helps to boost the immunity. It helps also it's good for people with cancer. It's good for people with kidney diseases. It helps to balance the hormones. It's also good for people that are looking at managing their weight, people with high blood pressure, heart attack. Also for people who often feel heat, like people who are going through menopause, or people who just feel heat, internal heat, this is good for them. It also helps with people who have menstrual pain, people who suffer from constipation, people who dislike eating vegetables. This is good for them. And like I said, people who have sickle cell. Also, we have like the double stem cell and the crystal cell are the stem cell, two products in the stem cell family. Then the snowfall fort and the actual plus are in the category of the water therapy because we pour these two in water. So this actual plus is made with 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. And that these are not just any random fruits and vegetables that we see. These are products, fruits and vegetables that are high in, antioxidants, that are beneficial for healing. So the best option that helps you heal and recover from all diseases, especially diabetes. And it is best to boost and strengthen your immune system. So how do we use this? If you are recovering from a major illness, it is best you put 10 drops. There's a dropper in the pack. You put 10 drops in about um, 200 to 300 ml of water, and you consume 3 times daily. And if you just want to maintain your health, you can do 5 drops 3 times daily. And you shake the bottle before use and do not put in hot water. So this is not a drug, but it works more than a drug. Then we have the Miracle Intense Essence. We also have 2 products in the skincare category. So we have this, the Miracle Intense Essence, and this lives up to its name. It helps to reduce so it enhances your along with the stem cell products, and you will see some rapid healing. Some of us have even dared to use this for more than what we see here. I've once had toothache and I sprayed some in my mouth, and it memory and even mood. It helps to improve their function. Then it also helps to reduce macular degeneration. That is the loss of the vision. so it helps to reduce it. It helps to protect brain cells from damage by toxic free radicals. It helps to reduce cognitive abilities in older women and men and keeps the brain sharp. So if you have anybody with low intelligence, you can do well to introduce this product to them, or anyone who is having some mental, cognitive decline. So this is a good product for them to use. And how do we use it? Like we see on the screen, it also comes in sachets, and you take 1 to 2 sachets per day after a meal. So most of our products are taken on empty stomach, but this one you take after a meal. Then we also have the no forts and the no lights. They also come in two. For those who are looking at managing their weight, either you want to lose some or you want to gain some, this is a product that can help you. So the new fort is a meal replacement, and it is advised that you take this in place of your dinner if you so desire, if you want to lose the weight. So we see that this product supports muscle build, it provides satiety, it aids in digestion, it increases your metabolism, it helps you to increase fat burn, it reduces cholesterol, it prevents osteoporosis, and it is vegetarian friendly. So it is a product that you can take as a meal replacement. If you are looking at losing weight, you can take it in the morning and take it in the night if you are looking at losing weight. So what are some of the major components that are found in this product? We have the brown rice, we have the soy protein, we have the pea protein, then we have some major vitamins like the calcium, the enzyme, we have the protein, iron, vitamin D, we have the fiber and the carbohydrates. So what are the potentials? Like we said, it helps to balance body weight, it regulates blood sugar, it protects the heart, it supports digestive health, it eases symptoms of premenstrual syndrome, it improves immunity, and it also helps you to feel satisfied. Also, we have the new lights. The two go hand in hand. So this new light, you take it last thing before you go to bed, and it helps to regulate the bowel movements. It helps to relieve constipation. It supports your digestive health. It strengthens your immunity. It assists you with weight loss. It assists with fat burning. It improves your glucose control. So it comes in sachets too. You take 1 sachet and mix in water, about 200 ml of water, and consume. The new fort you also take, it comes like what do we call it now? Some of these products we give our children, the food, like a cereal. So you mix also in water, in warm water, you mix to a paste and you consume. So in this new light, we have some major components like the guava, we have the amylase, we have the citrus, we have the guar gum, we have the vitamin C. And some of the major nutrients are the vitamin C, the beta carotene, the lycopene, and the prebiotics. So what are the advantages of taking this? So we see that it has the low glycemic index. It also neutralizes free radicals. It is antioxidant. It speeds up metabolism to burn fat and so on. And it also acts as a prebiotic. So we have our product certification. So first I'll begin with the NAFDAC certification. Our products are certified by NAFDAC. It also certified by Food and Drug Administration. We also have the phytocertification. We have the 100% natural certification. We have the halal certification. We have the GMP, also the European Cosmetics certification. So our products, you shouldn't have any cause to be afraid whether it's something that will be good for you. Like the halal shows our Muslim brothers that it is safe to consume. If you are a vegetarian, it is also safe for you to consume. Then we come to the product quality liability. And the company, we know that most products that are rolled out, some of them will tell you, if you are not satisfied, you can come back for your money return or for a replacement or something like that. But in the case of Phytoscience, they have said that if you use these products, you got it through the right means, because we know that everything that is good sometimes are adulterated. And in Phytoscience, they don't use the um, third-party marketing platform. You know, some of these marketing platforms that we see all over, we don't sell through that. So it's a one-on-one. So if you got the products the right way, and you say this product costs me harm, instead of giving me the healing I need, and the company is able to, they are convinced that you got it the right way, they have put out an insurance policy to $1 million to say we will compensate for any damage you incur. But in the 13 years of this company in existence, we are yet to hear of any that has laid claim to this, coming back with testimonies, as we will see in the next slide. So rather than this causing you harm, this is a product that is that does not have any side effects. You know, like I tell people, you are free to use this product anyhow, though with control that you want. Like I told you, some of us have used the Miracle Intense Essence for other things that's other than what, you know, we were told it does. And it has given us some desired, remedy. So there's a product insurance liability, so which will make your mind to be rest assured that this product will not cause you harm. So we have some product testimonials, and I want to say that some of these tests are too good. So if there's any you find offensive to the eye, you may just do well to look away. So in this first slide, we have this diabetic gangrene. This is a woman that had this diabetic gangrene, which ordinarily should have gone for amputation. But we'll see, after 4 months, the wound has, healed up. So she had the diabetic gangrene for like 6 years. Also, we have this bone marrow cancer. This woman had the multiple myeloma. And to the glory of God, today, she's up and doing. This is somebody, I've seen on Zoom, you know, before. You can see the before picture and in the middle when she was ill and hearty. As a matter of fact, we were told that this woman was sent back from Germany, where she lives, to go amongst our people in Cameroon and go and spend her last days with them. But today she's back to Germany, to the amazement of her doctors. Also, we have the testimony of Vitiligo, Mr. Harigaran from India. He had lived with vitiligo for 15 years. I talked about some autoimmune diseases, which medical sciences will tell you have no cure. But here we can see the transformation after 6 months. Is somebody I've also seen on Zoom before. We also have this case of a woman that had the heart problem, and we could see that she recovered speedily, having spent 3 years without walking, but she recovered within a month after taking the crystal cell. We also have the case of infertility. Like we said, this therapy can be used for over 200 life-threatening diseases. What is that situation that you are battling that you think has no cure? Please do well to go on this therapy. Give it a try. And I'm sure at the end of the day, you will thank God. So this is a case of a woman or a family that have battled, infertility. They have spent, you know, and they were spent until they got to know about the phytoscience stem cell therapy. And today they are thanking God for a twin baby boy. And we have so many testimonies of twin birth in the family. So we come to the packages. I said at the beginning that it's best for you to go through the length of the therapy. And so we have packages that are tailored to the length of the therapy. So we have the Platinum 1 package that goes for $2,731.58. And these are some of the products you will be given. You'll be given 32 crystal cell. You'll be given 30 double stem cell. You'll be given 4 1 H2O moisturizer and 10 snowfield force. Maybe you want to go on this therapy as a family. This platinum package might just be good for you. We also have the Platinum 2, which is for $2,449. Also, we have the Junior Platinum package, which will give you 6 packs of the crystal cell, 26 packs of the double stem cell, and 4 packs of the snowfield forts. And that goes for $1,470. We also have the gold package. The gold package will give you 22 double stem cell, will give you 4 packs of the crystal cell and 4 packs of the snowfield fort. That goes for $994. We have the silver package, which is for $206. That will give you 4 double stem cells, 4 packs, 1 pack of the crystal cell, and 1 pack of the snowfield forts. We also have the silver CC, which will give you 3 packs of the crystal cell and is for $154. We have the bronze package, which will give you 3 double stem cell and it goes for $114. Thank you very much for being good listeners. And like I said, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to convince you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and do well to this invite should you have any further concerns. Thank you, Mama Anka.
Thank
Over to you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. As point, I need to see
Thank
reactions,
you
please.
so
She's
much.
done excellently well. And when talk about precision of time, at the nick of 9, she has rounded up, landed perfectly well. Well, I do not think we have any questions because I did not see any questions in the chat room. And I think she's done excellently well. Thank you so much, Mama
Thank
Etoda.
you.
You heard it all. No need
I have a
to drum and overflog what already has been dealt with. You've heard it. It's for people who are healthy, who want to remain healthy. It's for people who are sick, who want to be healthy. And even for people who are, they just want to make sure that they don't have to go to the hospital. So, in other words, these products are for everybody and anybody that you know. You've heard it. I want to say, please, somebody says the question is on based on the apple. Sorry, we will not be able to take a question based on the app night. I also want you to go back to anyone that you'll be able to answer and respond to any of the questions. But because we are, we and we don't want to be seen as um, delaying what we have said, we will call it a day today. Tomorrow, sorry, next week, Monday, we'll be here again. And if you have a question, come again on Monday or ask the person that invited you. It's well past 9 now. We do not want to labor this time. I thank you very much for being here. I thank our presenter and my co-hosts. I thank every one of you and my audience. You've been wonderful as well too. I'm sure you've had good, um, you've had a good feedback or you've had a good reason for being here. It is a time well spent. God bless you. Let's see you here again, either on Monday or on Wednesday. And for those of you who are coming for the first time, I'm sure you go back satisfied. God bless you. Before we round off, we have a chant. If you are new here, what we say is